Hansbrough, stick up for your boys here. Why did they deserve to get in? Or maybe they didn't. Maybe you even feel like, hey, you know what? I'm not sure they really deserve to get in, but they backed in because nobody else really deserved it.
Well, here's the thing is I think when I looked at the metrics and the net ranking that everyone or the committee is supposed to use to help decide, UNC continued to have a lot better net rankings than a lot of these bubble teams that other people were kind of throwing them in the same category with. Now, the one thing I will say is if you have your AD as part of the committee, you would hope that he does go to bat for you. I mean, I don't want to sit here and say he's the reason we're in, but you for sure would say, hey, you know what? Maybe he'll push us a little bit or make us look a little better than we actually are. I mean, I would do the same thing. So thank you, Bubba. If that was a situation, I have no clue. But I will say this team, after the Clemson loss at Clemson, where we got absolutely annihilated, they're a different team after that. They went on that 6-game winning streak, and I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it's not all these, quality wins. But if you look at the play style and what they did, they continued to improve as a team and get better. And I think the narrative that the media and a lot of the national people had was still the same idea as a team that used to get blown out or didn't compete at times. So they have shown improvement. Yeah, they did lack a lot of quality ones, the quad one wins. And I'm with you. I actually wasn't all that optimistic going into it until I just took out everyone else's opinions and looked at the net rankings and some other things. Yeah, we had one bad loss, though. It was Stanford at home, which they have a very good big who can get hot, and that was our weakness. So I'm not surprised, but, I would have been I wasn't too confident either.
All right, Jarrell. Call out your boy here. I mean, are you with me or are you on Tyler's side? Whose side are we on here with Carolina? I don't think they should have gotten in, but I would personally go back to 64 teams too. I don't think they should have got in. I don't think Xavier with its 1-9 quad ones probably should have gotten in a normal. I mean, the bubble stinks right now.
No, I completely agree. And obviously, if I was in Tyler's shoes, I would be probably saying the same exact thing.
You'd be diplomatic. You guys have to be very diplomatic here.
Hey, listen, there's no way, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. And just taking allegiances out of it, a college basketball fan, the tournament is better. College basketball is better when North Carolina is good.
Yes,
but
I agree with that.
they just haven't given us anything to cling on to this year, man. And it's been rough. I kind of just been waiting for them to get it going. And don't get me wrong, some of this is as well as too. It has a lot to do with the ACC being down. Like once they kind of dropped a lot of those non-conference games, and don't get me wrong, they were close in some of those games and really close to getting some of those quad one wins that that we keep throwing out. They only got one quad one win or whatever. They were close to some of those games, and it could have went the other way. But I think it really hurt them this year, just the overall landscape of the conference, because those opportunities are traditionally there to make up that ground within the ACC, with it being year in, year out, one of the top 2 or 3 basketball conferences in the country. And those quad one wins just weren't there this year. And then the ones that we kind of kept saying it like, well, if they can get Clemson, if they can get Louisville, they had 3 cracks at Duke in the last time being without Cooper Flag. I can't mince words here. I don't think that they deserve to be in. When you have a team, when you look back at even just maybe, I would say maybe Indiana or West Virginia kind of got hosed out of ordeal. You can even go Boise State, but man, with the talent that they have, and I'm not saying that they don't have great players, because they still have great guard play. Obviously, they're missing a little bit of front court talent or size this year, but they still got great guards, all American caliber guards, with R.J. Davis and the Cadeaux and the Jacksons and Seth Trimble. Like, I feel like that's enough for them to have scraped out a couple of big time wins, and they just didn't get it done this year. So like on my part, I don't see any way that they kind of should have got in. But obviously, it always helps a lot when you have people in high places as well too. So You know, that's one of the perks of being a blue blood program as well too. I wouldn't know anything about that. You know what I'm saying?
No, you Marquette guys got to grind it out to get the respect. Carolina just gets it from being there. Carolina does get San Diego State in Dayton in the first four, and then the winner gets Ole Miss in a game that actually I think Carolina might be able to win because Ole Miss is not